So I just rolled out of bed and first thing in the inbox is Frank Schleck. His A samples tested positive for zipamide, which is diuretic. What's your thoughts on that, Harley? What's your thoughts on that? Well, I mean, who knows? Nobody's going to really know except for maybe Andy himself. And maybe he doesn't even know. Here's the possibilities. Now, with the doping, the drugs, you get tested positive as A sample. Then the athlete has 30 days to decide, hey, yep, I took it. Or they can request the B sample. And then if your B sample comes back, then you're really fucked. So, zipamide is a diuretic. I mean, it could have been slipped in a drink accidentally. It could have been used by Andy himself to lose a bit of water weight. Zipamide is a popular diuretic for bodybuilders to cut water weight. So, it could have been from team management wanting to make sure his contract isn't worth as much next year. So they give you a little low-level positive test. Who knows? There's no one. I can't definitely say that. Who knows this one. But what I've got to say, though, is in professional sport, at the top level, man, if you're not on the gear, you're not in the gears. You just can't keep up. Doesn't matter if you're playing tennis or swimming or cycling or running or football, baseball. If people are taking steroids to hit a baseball out of the stadium, then it's just an indication of how rife drugs are in sport, and as fans, we want to see that. So I'm not saying doping is good. I'm against it, but I'm saying it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me any day when someone tests positive for whatever, a diuretic or a steroid or whatever. It doesn't surprise me because I understand that the show must go on. That's just how it is in professional sports. Professional sports is all about pharmaceutical assistance. Just how it is. I don't say it's good, I'm just saying that's how it is. It's like there's water in the glass. It's good or bad to you, but that's just how it is. Drugs are in sport, man, and that's what they make champions of today. That's basically how it is. If you're not on drugs, you're not going to be famous in sports. Not at all. I'm talking, high-profile sports. I'm not talking, ultra-distance marathon running or archery. I'm talking, high-profile sports that make the TV. So Frank Schleck, why would people take diuretics? Diuretics is to lose the fluid. Here we go. Here's the bananas. This is what I use for my diuretic. To stay lean, eat potassium-rich foods, high potassium, low sodium, the humble banana. And these are starting to get ripe. When the banana gets spotty like that, that's when they're starting to get ripe. And they come off really easily like that. And these are fantastic. These are my little zipamide diuretics. So let's just say Schleck was doing it for cut weight. I would say that what you want to do is eat high potassium, low sodium foods. So then people call me the third Schleck brother, and I do fuck all training. So the secret to cutting weight healthily, high potassium, low sodium. The body only needs around 50 milligrams of salt per day. Look it up. That's in the New England Journal of Medicine there. So the body's needs for sodium around 50 milligrams a day. You can times 10 that for an athlete, and then you got 500 milligrams of sodium, which is fuck all. But what we're doing is we're pumping our athletes full of salt, full of salt, full of salt. Oh, you got salt in your cheeks, have more salt. And then they kept having all this water gain, this water retention, and then they're taking diuretics to drop a few kilos for the mountains. And it's like, just eat high potassium, low sodium. You won't need to get rid of that 1 or 2 kilo of salt retention. I mean, it's nonsense to go, you need to drink lots of salt. It's like, that's bullshit. Why don't we just go to the beach and drink fucking salt water then? When you're doing the Ironman, instead of taking salt pills, just drink heaps of salt water when you're in your swim leg. But no one does that because it's fucking nonsense. Eating extra salt is... If we need extra salt, then Ironman athletes doing the swim should be drinking salt water or filling their bottles up in the ocean and drinking that on their bike. But they're not. Why? Because we know it's fucking stupid, but we take salt pills, we drink Gatorade, because it replaces the salt. You're losing the salt. It's like, no, we don't need much salt. The body's trying to get rid of that shit, man. We need minimal. Look up how much salt we need. New England Journal of Medicine, 50 milligrams a day. It's not much salt at all. So if you're an athlete, like a cyclist, or an MMA fighter who's trying to cut weight to be light for the scales or light for the climb, then just eat high potassium, low sodium foods. And that's just how it is, man. That's just how it is. So get off the diuretics and get on the high potassium, sodium foods. Get off the animal products which cause inflammation, which puff you out and cause you weight gain. If you want to be a big person, then eat lots of salt, eat lots of animal products to get that inflammation look. But if you want to be light and lean, then you want to high potassium, low sodium. Thanks for watching. Post your comments and thoughts down below. Want to learn more? Join the cult. Get on the diuretics with the fruits. And we'll see you soon. I'm going bananas here. Crazy stuff today. The Tour de France has just been nuts, hasn't it? This Tour de France 2012 has been off the hook. Just everyday action. Good or bad action.